air room.
So we're holding the camera while we're rolling. And,
It was so hard to hold on to the camera. I was so scared I was going to drop it. I was terrified.
Great.
It's a white 2-inch camera.
And white snow, it's gone forever. I need to paint that thing fluorescent or something.
No, it's not.
Not
bad.
It'd make it easier to find in the woods and stuff like that.
No, I think it's fine. This is just a unusual situation.
Let's see how the intelligent traction management does with snow.
I feel like this guy's having trouble down here at the bottom by the stop sign. Is it on? Okay.
Looks like our ITM is pretty intelligent.
What's ITM?
Intelligent traction management. Which is the way it apportions and vectors torque.
Oh, I see. Maybe he's putting chains on or something.
That's probably the case.
These trucks are stopped. No, they're doing something else. Dude, he didn't even have long sleeves on. This is interesting. Huh. Looks like there's room for 2 cars.
Yeah. I guess as they're chaining it.
Okay. Many trucks. Putting on the chains. Yep, that one has chains. Yep, that's what he's doing. Good times. Well, we definitely got our money's worth out of that.
Shit, yeah.
He kept us half an hour later.
We spent at least half an hour digging those stuck snowmobiles
Well,
out
that's
there.
probably why he did it, yeah. That's a good point. I don't know if I was cold standing there. I was afraid if I helped, I would
With
pull
your
my
boots,
back.
I wouldn't want your...
My boots weren't good, and
Yeah.
I was afraid I'd pull my back and I'd really be screwed.
Yeah.
And I think I was nervous. I just started thinking, oh God, what if we get stuck here? We're all gonna die.
Five people are,
I have my
parties.
life straw and 2 protein bars and a whistle.
You are good people.
My kneecap started bouncing up and down, and I was shivering. But like I said, I think it was nerves. I don't think I was that much colder than I was. Here's my cute hubby. We both have snow hair.
Yes.
Show you me. See my snow hair?
He is gorgeous.
That was beautiful though.
Yes.
I mean, the
Unbelievable.
top of Mount Hood with 4 feet of powder.
Yes.
That's nuts.
Yeah, if we wanted a snow adventure for our winter trip, I think
We did that.
we made that.
Check. Oops. You were really good at that snowmobile, man.
It was definitely activating all of the little synapses
It
that I had
was.
from autocross, from woods riding, from mountain biking, from gravel riding.
I could tell you were in the zone. You weren't even noticing when he was slowing down in front of you because you're just like feeling the weight distribution and watching the lines and looking ahead for the curves. And it's like, he
Yep.
stopped.
Yep.
I feel very safe riding behind you.
Glad you felt that way. It was, like you said, when he started getting into that stuff that I thought was probably at least Blue Diamond or maybe
Yeah.
couple of little blackish diamond,
Yeah.
gooseberry or black diamond. I was like, this is getting a little bit hairy. I'm hoping he knows that maybe the other side of the mountain is easier, or there's some easier trails, because nobody's been up these in a while. He is doing fresh, new stuff.
Yeah.
You know, what was interesting is, kind of like jet skiing, you're working a wake, so you're trying to stay somewhere that the thing will plane up,
Yeah.
and it'll be on top of the snow, and you've got really good control at that point.
Yeah.
But if you dip a tip in, that's when you're worried about flipping over.
That makes perfect
on one
sense.
side. So you just try to plane up, and like he was saying, keep it over like 20 miles an hour. It's a very nice, easygoing feel, but it's like riding a motorcycle in the obstacle course at 5 miles an hour when you're at low speeds.
Yeah,
Just
low
like this-
speeds. Ah!
Which, that was another thing I was learning was, you know, the R69S, I mean, if you put it almost scraping its jugs on the side, but you're still up here,
Yeah.
you're still going to be fine. But if you lean over with the bike, you're like scraping.
Yeah. It was
Gravity management.
really hard to hold on some of those bumps.
You did a great job.
There were times when I wanted to let go of the rails and just hold on to you, but I was too scared to do that.
I think the rails were pretty good. You're holding on to me might be
Too slippery.
yeah, it's slick, and you might wind up coming off with me.
And I couldn't stand up. The standing board, or whatever you call it, sideboard,
Yeah.
is too narrow where my feet were.
Yep.
So I couldn't stand up. Plus it was covered in snow and stuff,
I
so
had to
there's no
keep,
traction.
Hammering
it
on
off.
that thing to get the stuff
Exactly.
off. 'Cause I was using what little traction I had to do weight management.
Yeah, right. So I was just not standing up. Sometimes I would put my weight on my feet just so I wouldn't bounce so hard on the seat, and I could do that okay. Want to go to Bonaventure? No thanks.
Pass on that thing.
No, if he's been snowmobiling for 30 years, he might be 40.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he was any older than 40. But I think we did good as a group.
Agreed.
Nobody was acting like a dummy. Clonk, 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 clonk. That's the chains.
Yep. Good job, Reggie.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Very well done.
It's just so beautiful out
It
there,
is.
those trees.
The trail was just gorgeous. Here's the lake. Okay, that's a lake, huh? I trust you.
I would call that a clearing.
Kept trying to whittle my toes to keep them warmer.
Keep them warm. Yep.
They're really frozen. Can't wait to get out of my boots and get in front of the...
Yeah, we'll drop you at the chateau, and I'll bring our helmets over there. That's,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I never got cold or anything. It was
That's good.
perfectly temperaturized.
Excellent. I was pretty good. Like, my whole body was good. It's just my fingers and my toes. Before we left, I checked and it's supposed to be 22, so you're winning on that front. So I'm guessing they didn't have a 12 o'clock tour today, because usually they do a 10, a 12, and a 2. Snow's calming down a little. Snow bunny. He was a tucker, which is fine.
Yeah, that was a good tour. Good guide.
I could kind of see his point of I love snowmobiles and I hate snowmobiles, because if you were on skis and you got into a situation, you just turn around and go the other way. But snowmobile, it's like, okay.
It's just like the dirt bike out in the woods. It's like, all right, so if I am not able to make it up this hill, can I get the bike turned around
Yeah.
and make it back down the hill and back to camp?
You have a large machine to deal with. I love all these baby trees
Nah.
next to the big gigantic trees.
What is our home base called? The Lodge at Government Camp?
Yes.
Navigate to the Lodge at Government Camp.
Okay, the Lodge at Government Camp. Here we go. Head west on US 26 west for Timberline Highway.
You need to see that.
Timberline.
Yay.
That's how you get to Timberline.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Government Camp Loop.
Thanks.